big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now on first down, Drake again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's caught. Smith. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 23. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On second and 1, Breeze.
Breeze pass intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Breeze now to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Corey Peters brought him down. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. We ain't giving up nothing today. Ready, tackle.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
You kill. Hatch it. Sit. Under.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, You're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Now Breeze trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cardinals.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
56, Mike, 56. He don't know no better. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
They do go for it. It's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey, I 7.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Check, check, check.
Throwing now is Breeze. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Waiting. Check, check, check.
Let's get him now. 58.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike. What we got? 58.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze now. And this This is Cook with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun on third down, Murray. Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Murray. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
95, 56.
58 to Mike. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Again, it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Five.
Mike 35.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Bree's going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one good for 26 and a first down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins.
Murray's pass. Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 18 yards, but it brings
from the gun on third down. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this one caught by Max Williams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Jim. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, kill.
They go with Murray again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch twitch.
Hey, kill. Ready, tackle.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We take a win,
58.
Hey, exit.
58, come on.
Watch the slip. Kill.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Murray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Ready. 5-9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch gears. Switch gears.
12. Check.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Saints on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Breeze going with a screen for Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Murray now. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Drake, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Drake. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 35.
You're good. You're good. Mike 4. Ready.
Let's go right here now. 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, take.
Now Breeze. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On second down, it's Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against the better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they